Life is just it's a simpler pace here, honestly.
Definitely love the people. The culture is great. You know, I'm pro Second Amendment. That's huge.
All the people moving in, what's something positive that has come from that?
Nothing.
It's unrecognizable from even 10 years ago, honestly.
I've been making these videos for 4.5 years now with the mission of providing the most in-depth, realistic, and accurate look of what it's like living here in North Idaho. And while I've done a pretty decent job, I have failed in some areas, which in this video I hope to make up for. Where I failed is that it's mostly coming from my experience and my biases. And while it's not necessarily right or wrong, it's just my experience, and I think it's a little too limited. So in this video, I went out and filmed 6 individuals, asking them what their experience has been like living here in North Idaho. Some who moved here 2 years ago, and others who've lived here for 54 years, because I wanted to show the differing opinions of what life is like here. I asked questions about what they love about this place, the challenges of living in a place that's growing so fast, the cost of living, how it keeps going up and how that's impacting people, and ultimately what their advice would be for anyone who's looking at moving to North Idaho and how to adapt in the best way. And my hope is that this video gives everybody who's watching a much deeper look at life here in North Idaho so they can decide if this really is the right place for them. And you know that I am supported through this channel because I am involved in real estate. So if you do want to support us and you are serious about getting moved to North Idaho, reach out at the phone number or email address listed below. And that's all I'm going to say about that until the end. Let's go ahead and dive in and look at what these people have to say about what life is like here in North Idaho. How long have you lived in North Idaho?
About 3 years. 3 years in North Idaho.
Where'd you move from?
Michigan. Yeah, born and raised in Michigan. I met my wife. We were living in Dallas, Texas, and we'd always come out here and just visit family, and kind of just fell in love with the place and looked at each other and realized, why aren't we living in North Idaho?
We've been here 2 years now.
2 years? And where'd you move from?
North Bend, Oregon.
We needed to change of pace and scenery. I looked at her one day and I said, "Are you a coastie?" And I said, "I'm not. How about you?"
How long have you lived in North Idaho?
For going on 33 years.
33 years. And where in North Idaho do you live?
I live in Post Falls.
How long have you lived in North Idaho?
The majority of my life, since 1978, so since I was 2 years old.
I lived in North Idaho all my life. Now I'm 54 years old, so yeah.
What's your favorite part about living here?
The outdoors. The cleanliness, of the water. Just being in the mountains, the freedom to just go and come as I please. I can pretty much go anywhere. Even when there are rules in place, I still go and park where I feel like parking.
We have lakes within 5 to 10 miles away. We have hiking. We have, the huckleberry picking, the skiing.
This was a wonderful place to raise my children. The schools, the private schools, the water sports, the winter sports, the churches, the community. It's a wonderful place to raise your children.
That's a loaded question. Best part, definitely love the people. The culture is great. I'm pro Second Amendment. That's huge. Just being able to, hit a river or a lake and just be outdoors. We have great restaurants. Just scenery is great.
People are more genuine, it seems like to me. People look at you, talk to you, hang out, and it's just simpler in that capacity.
So 3 years, you've seen some of the changes. How do you feel about the changes taking place here?
Yeah, changes isn't for everyone. I would say, you got to embrace it. When it comes to people moving into town, there's going to be opportunities. And you got to look at it. Coeur d'Alene's such a beautiful area that you can get out of all the hustle and bustle in downtown Coeur d'Alene in 15 minutes in any direction. You're on a mountain, on a river, on a lake. So yeah, I think it's adaptable.
We don't have a lot of room. We have room, but there's it's starting to feel claustrophobic, honestly. I avoid coming downtown, especially in the summertime, just because of the restaurants I used to go to, or even coffee shops. I don't frequent them as much, and it's unfortunate because you want to support like local and small businesses, but it's difficult to do that when it's so congested with so many people like out of town. Everybody's become a stranger. There's a time when I could walk downtown and I pretty much knew almost everyone I'd walk by,
The more the merrier, as long as they're bringing in the love and the peace and the kindness that comes with that. The hard part that comes with it is we're growing, and it's hard with the traffic and the housing and trying to afford to live.
What's the biggest challenge with all the growth?
Washington drivers.
Can agree with that.
Okay, it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's the traffic, and we have to continually upgrade the streets and the roads, and that's usually done in the summertime because it's hard to do in the wintertime. So it's just the traffic and slowing down and improvements. I mean, they're wonderful people who are coming here, and I believe that they're wanting a change, most of them, and we're a quieter lifestyle here, or we have been. I would imagine they're happy to be here to enjoy the things we enjoy. I don't know. I like a small town.
Yeah.
I moved here from Denver.
Financially, things have gotten more expensive here.
Yep.
With you being in lending,
Sure.
and does your wife work?
Yeah, she does. Yep.
How do you guys feel with the rising prices? Are you at a comfortable level, or do you feel like if it continues to go up, it's going to be challenging?
I think with anything, rising prices, there's challenges. You just have to, you have to adapt. If I want to live here so bad that I'm gonna do everything I can to make that money to afford to live here. And there's certain things that maybe certain luxuries that maybe I cut back on a little bit, but I have a hard work ethic where I'd rather just try to make that money so I can live comfortable. But yeah, there's ways to do it.
So right now it's hard for me and my family. I'm on a fixed, and so I am right now getting ready to move in with my kids because it's the same for my kids. We're all kind of tight, and so we're just kind of getting ready to move into the same place because it's tight, it's hard, and it's expensive.
God is really good to me, and I bought a house. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have a car payment. I choose to live simply so others can simply live. I give money away. I help other people because I feel like that's my calling and what God's asked me to do. And I live very comfortably, and I'm grateful. So for me, it hasn't, but I see how my kids have struggled.
What would you say to somebody who's thinking about moving to North Idaho?
Do it. That's what I was saying. I was so hesitant to leave home and family. That was a very challenging thing for me. And so moving up here, I guess back to your original question, like what was the most hardest thing was leaving everybody. But since then, those relationships are still strong, and now they come up here and visit, and they love it too. And I don't know, I would just say don't let your fears hold you back, because maybe God has something better for you, and you just won't know unless you try.
Learn how to drive in the snow. Just be courteous. Be understanding of locals here and just the way how we were raised here. Don't try and change the laws. Don't try and change Idaho. Keep Idaho, Idaho. It doesn't matter what you believe. Believe what you want to believe. Come here believing what you want to believe. Worship who you want to worship, but don't push that on other people.
Just be kind. I really encourage you to be kind to one another and be prepared for a smile and a wave, because that's what we do here. Help one another.
Please fill out this application. We'll let you know if you can come. For every person. No, I think they need to know that we're a conservative state for the biggest part. We have our gun rights, and we value that. We have our hunting rights, we value that. We live in a beautiful state, respect it. Come and be a part. Don't come to be set apart. So that's what I would say.
You know, you definitely want to be prepared for, you know, summers are great. When you get into cooler temps, sometimes you get shorter days, but you just got to embrace it. You just got to get out there and just enjoy being outside. If you don't like the outdoors, don't come here. You know, I mean, that's the biggest part. You want to be outside, fresh air. Yeah.
What's the best thing that's happened to you all year?
This year?
Yeah.
Well, as of August 1st, I am 5 years out from cancer. And I had terminal cancer with 0% chance of survival. So that's the best thing that happened to me this year.
Best thing that's happened to me? Oh man, well, a lot of things. I've shot more deer, I've caught more fish, I've had probably more fun in the past 3 years I've probably had in my life, so.
Well, for us, it's been starting this restaurant that has been amazing. Our son's getting married, and his wife will be moving up here once they are married in October, and so finding out about that has been amazing.
I run a transitional housing, and when I see girls come to Christ and get saved, it's a radical change. It's all that matters to me, is to see lives changing, and is a blessing to me. So that's what matters to me, is seeing lives being changed.
I think my eyes have just been open as to where I'm at in my life, and just a better understanding of who I am and what the future holds for me. So I guess just an awakening, I would say. It's probably one of the best things that's happened to me this year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate you. Now you might be asking yourself, why would he end the video on that question? What does that have to do with living in North Idaho? Well, I'll tell you. One, I feel that question brings out people's character. It reveals what's important to them. And as you heard, a lot of people spoke about faith. They talked about God. They talked about growth. They talked about family. And so I wanted you to be able to gauge the kind of people that I was talking to. Now, how that has to do with North Idaho and moving here and living here is, when you move to a new place, yes, there's gonna be new scenery, there's gonna be new stores and restaurants and things to do and job opportunities. But the truth is, you move and you join a new community. And so I wanted to reveal the kind of people that are in this community. That these are people of faith, these are people of character, these are people who've seen struggle and continue to struggle through it, but have the right attitude to get through it. And I think that's an important component when you're looking at moving to a new area, is what's the community like that I'll be joining? And too often my videos do not focus on that. But again, that's why I wanted to make this video. And with that said, if you are serious about getting moved here, my team and I would love to help answer the questions you have and help you decide if this is the right place to get you moved. And if you've already decided that, help make that happen for you. And go ahead and check out the other 160 something videos that I've made. There's a lot of other really great information on there. And please make sure you subscribe. It does help support the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.